Welcome to a simple demonstration by Power Efficiency Systems on how you can save money in your factory business by correcting the power factor in your building. Simply said, power factor is nothing more than a number representing the efficiency of the electrical system, or how much waste is produced and sent back to the electrical company. Here, let me explain. What we have here is a motor that you will find in pretty much any HVAC system in America. A power factor correction unit with a switch to turn motor and power factor unit on. And then a typical meter, which we have a digital readout up here to make it easy for us, so I can show you the actual amperage drop. Now, let's turn on the motor, and you'll see that the motor is pulling about 5 amps. We look up here, and it basically says the same thing. We're pulling 5 amps. So 5 amps is what that motor needs to run. We turn on the power factor correction unit, and, well, wait a minute, what happened there? Now we're only pulling 1.4 amps, roughly, from the meter. There it is right there. But in reality, that motor has to have that 5 amps that we saw earlier. So how is the motor getting 5 amps of power that it must have to run when we're only buying 1.4 amps from the electrical company? Very simple. The difference between the 1.4 amps and the 5 amps is the waste. That wasted electricity, or kVAR power, is just being recycled simply by the PowerLink unit and put back into the motor. So the motor is running on the used power from the electrical company and wasted power that's just recycled by the PowerLink unit. The motor has to have that 5 amps to run, but now we're only pulling 1.4 amps from the electrical company. Very simply, the difference between what the amperage that we were pulling before to run that motor and the amperage that we're running now, there's your savings. You're not buying it from the electrical company. All we're doing is recycling it in-house, which, by the way, when we turn that power unit, that PowerLink unit off, and now we're pulling 5 amps from the power company, guess what they're doing? That wasted power that's slightly out of phase, up on their poles, some of those things that look like transformers, they're not. All they are is power factor correction units. They're recycling on the pole and then selling it to you again right back through the meter. So in this case, we're saving in-house versus letting them on their side of the meter. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.